All right, hello and welcome to That's the Point. This is the place where we talk about construction, positioning, technology. My name is Corey Meyer, joined by my buddy Jeremy Horton. How's it going, man?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. So we are back here. Jeremy's here, which means we're probably doing something with FieldLink and data, and that's exactly what it is. And you know, we've talked about this a bunch in the past couple episodes, but it's because honestly, we get a lot of calls in about how to prep your data, how to work your data, how to manipulate your data. And when we were looking back, this was actually one that we can't believe we haven't done in a previous episode, and that's taking different data sets and aligning them using FieldLink or FieldLink Office. So what we wanted to just do is come in, talk at a high level about some practical ways that you can take a PDF or a DWG and bring it in and align it with another data set, whether it's a backup file or whatever it is, so that you can be able to lay out and have it as accurate as possible. So you're running right now, you're running on FieldLink Office, but this could easily be done with FieldLink Advanced as well if you just had the tablet controller. But yeah, let's talk about model alignment, how we can actually get these data sets to kind of jive together.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you look at my screen here, and on these two drawings, one is a DWG, and in this case, the other one is a PDF, which is what we see a lot.
Pretty common.
Yeah, because when the PDFs come in, they're not going to be in the right coordinate system, right? And so in this case, you know, we've got grid lines that match up here, but we need to get over in this coordinate system, maybe because of the control points that are up here. If you see some those could be some survey points. And so our drawing's not really going to help us over here to get set up if we need to set up on those points. So we need to move this drawing over to align. So it's really simple concept. We're just going to use FieldLink to select two like points in each drawing so that they know and move it over, right?
And right now you're running a version of 2025 FieldLink, but again, you have to have advanced to do this functionality or FieldLink Office.
Right, correct.
Okay, sorry.
So if we go to our zipper on the bottom right and pull that out, we will see the little drawing icon. We want to click on that. And then we're going to see the two drawings we have open listed. Now we want to select the drawing that we're actually going to move. So the one that we want to change the coordinates of or move over, that's the one we want to select. Once we select that, we're going to pick the edit button right above. This is going to bring us to a screen. If you've watched our videos, also will look familiar. This is where we also can change the scale, which you'll see down the bottom. But in this case, we're going to use the feature all the way far to the left. We're going to select this auto snap, and then we're going to pick this little icon with the window in it. And that's going to separate these two drawings and give us the ability to pick some points and then tell it to snap the drawing over and move it. So if we go first to our PDF, we're going to use grid lines in this case. So we can go here and see these grid lines, and the DWG over to the right is only part of this building. So we see 8, 9, 10, and we see 8, 9, 10. So we're going to use this A line here at the top to align these drawings. So if we pick first, let's go to A10. So we will find A on this side here, follow our line over till we get lined up on 10. So there's our A10 intersection. So we'll select that one as our point 1, and then we'll find A10 here.
I can find that one.
Yeah, way easier. So yeah, the PDFs sometimes when they get busy, they're a little bit harder. But from now we can go over here and go to A8 as well, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that. If we wanted to use one of the points down here at the bottom, for simplicity here for us today, we'll use A8. So we'll just follow our same line here and select our intersection. And it is snapping, so it's going to snap, to that intersection. Go back to this one and go over to A8. So now we see in both drawings, we see our point 1 and our point 2. And before we do anything, we do have this enable preview button. So if we click on that, it'll go ahead and move that drawing to where it's supposed to be, or at least where we've told it it's supposed to be. And then we can do some quick checks here. Just make sure these building corners are aligning. That looks good there. Just kind of go through some of these grid lines. Just make sure everything's kind of lining up. There's 10, 9. There's 9 and 9 are lining up there.
Yeah, I think we're lined up.
So once we know we're good there, then we go ahead and hit accept. And now when we go back to our map,
look at that.
Now we're all aligned. Now we can simply turn off our other DWG and start working with our PDF. And now we'll see those control points that we were talking about.
Right.
Now we still have those, so now we can start working off those control points in our new drawing.
Oh, wow. So you actually then have your full functionality of your control points, even though you brought in a PDF that was not actually aligned originally to the model.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one quick other little trick that I'll just mention quickly that can be done as well. We can actually use the points to move things to as well. So if we had some elements in another drawing to move to those points, the only quick catch there we have is before we do it, these points have to be a drawing. So we would just go here to Projects, Export, and we would select these 3 points.
Okay.
And we create the DWG for those. And once we create the DWG for those, we actually now can move those points just like we would a drawing.
Oh, wow.
So those points have a coordinate to them, and a lot of times those are control points. So if we had another drawing, we can take that drawing and move to those points because we've made those points into a drawing.
Now you say
as well.
that. Now let's take that a step further. We have a lot of GNSS applications now.
Right.
So we could then use this theoretically to bring in to a state plane document.
That's
right?
correct.
Okay.
Yep.
So you can then take that, you can bring that in, and then you can bring your DWG in, and you can use that within a state plane drawing system, and you could use that with GNSS seamlessly.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. And of course, make sure if you have any questions about any of this, your Building Point representative is thrilled to help out. And don't forget, smash that subscribe button to stay up to date with the latest tips, tricks, and pointers. Jeremy, I appreciate the help today.
Yeah, no problem.
And a little bonus. I didn't even know it was coming. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on That's the Point.